Hello everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess Eating Chocolate. Just doing your reading, and this will be for the sign of Aquarius. I just stuffed a bit of chocolate in to keep me going. It's been a big day. Please remember though, the readings are general. I am going to read from the After Tarot, and I will then draw you a card from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms here. Okay. You've gained, someone here has gained the strength to walk away from something here, Aquarius. I feel that you've finally found the courage to move, courage to go on your way, courage to leave something behind. You could have also made the courage, or come to the courage of, you know, finding something else you want to do and moving towards that as well. But definitely moving in a direction that's right for you here. And leaving something behind. All right. Could be to do with work, because we do have the card of work here. This could be making a decision finally to walk away from a job that was not right for you. It could have been a decision to move away from a situation where you weren't getting some satisfaction from. Definitely with the Devil card here. You may have been working in a very toxic role. You could have been in a job that was really hard to do. And you may have been very, very unhappy doing this job. It could have been a toxic environment. People around you could have been miserable, mean, unkind. You're definitely walking away. Look at you. You feel absolutely wounded. I want to say to you, though, the direction you're moving in is right for you. You do have the star here. So whatever you're moving away from here, the energy coming in here is much better than the energy you're facing. Also the card of Aquarius. Stepping into your power and leaving something behind here. Nice. Okie dokie. All right, now funnily enough, Pisces had that first out as well. And I only remember that because I've just done the reading. Now this is the card of walking away from something. Be careful you're not taking intellectual property with you, Aquarius, because that is illegal and you may get into trouble for it. This is trying to get away with something. And it could be that you're trying to get away. Maybe you've decided not to give notice at your work. You've just decided to call in sick for the last week or whatever. Because there's a situation here that you're trying to get away with being honest with people. It could also be that because it's such a toxic atmosphere or a toxic energy, this could still be a relationship that you're moving away from. But whatever it is, the energy is so toxic that perhaps you don't feel that it would benefit you by being honest with people. Now, I know that's a strange thing to say, but I've got to say to you, sometimes when you try to be honest and say to people it's not a nice atmosphere, people either don't see that or try to blindside you into staying. So sometimes sort of doing something sort of in secret may be the only way you can see to get yourself out of something. Wow. Okay, 5 of Swords here. You are definitely walking away from something, trying not to say something. This is the energy of sneaking away in the middle of the night. Not speaking, feeling good about going, not really caring that you haven't been honest, but just going. So for some of you here, I feel that you're stealing away from some sort of relationship here. You could be stealing away from someone who's very narcissistic or toxic. And I feel like the only way you could do that is by just packing up and going in the middle of the night. I feel that this is possibly something that you finally plucked up the courage to do. I don't think you feel pretty, in a way you don't feel good about it at the moment, but I feel further down the track you're going to be fine. Okay, so we do have the Lovers card here. That complicates things a little bit. And we do have the card of Pisces. After seeing this card come up, I strongly feel some of you may be dealing with Pisces. There seems to be, I think you're moving away from a situation to go to another situation. I think you've made a choice here. I feel that it's possible you could have snuck away from a very toxic relationship to move towards someone who's made you an offer. It could also be somebody, you know, putting out an offer here to help you get away. So, I mean, this could always be, you know, somebody in the community, an organisation, someone who's helped you get out of this situation. Because I feel that they've made some sort of offer here and given you an opportunity to make a choice. So it could be like, I don't know, a situation where you've had support from someone in the community. You could have had support from family or friends. Somebody may have stepped up to the plate to give you a hand to leave this situation. Alrighty, so we have the Five of Wands here. I feel like strongly some of you are walking away from one situation and moving to another. We have the Six of Wands here. Oh, okay, Nine of Swords. This is victory after a lot of stress and worry and anxiety. Definitely. Definitely moving away from something that you feel very beaten up about. For some of you, it could have been quite an abusive situation. And I feel like someone's helped you get out of it here. You could have been doing this and worrying about this and thinking about this for a very long time in order to move forward. For some of you, this was, you know, something very painful that you've had to move away from. Okay, so we have the Wheel of Fortune here. So you've definitely had, this is really nice. Look at this. You have the Sun card here. Okay. All right, rebuilding. Okay. I feel that this isn't so much a person or a relationship here that you've moved towards. I think someone here has stood in and given you a hand to move away from something that was very toxic. I think you've been planning this for a while. I think you've put some work into moving away from someone. This Nine of Wands tells me you were in a very difficult situation and someone here has given you a hand to try and move forward. I do think with the Star card there, though, you have definitely sort of embraced your own power and walked away from something. I feel that the victory is in the walking away. I do think you've got great happiness ahead of you, although it looks like you're going to have a lot of healing here and rebuilding. There seems to be a lot of rebuilding, but there's a lot of happiness going forward too. So it's very much likely that someone has, you know, given you a hand, put a hand out to help you. For some of you, it feels like it might be some sort of community organisation, but it could also be, you know, someone you know, a friend, someone offering a hand here to help you out of a dire situation. But I feel like here you are moving away from something here to rebuild. Yet we have the Three of Pentacles and then the Three of Wands. So this is you looking towards the future now. You're leaving the past behind and you're looking forward. Whatever this is, very, very nice outcome, but this energy didn't feel good across here. So whoever this is, well done you, because you've walked away from something here. And it's like you may have turned your back on some really nasty behaviour. So this is a card of Lady of the Gift, and it's about generosity, receiving, withholding. So let's see what messages are here for you. Okay. The Lady of the Gift brings a message of tithing. To be your ally, she requires you to look at the nature and method of your giving to others. The world is your church, and you only need to distribute 10% of your wealth to others to ensure that the flow continues. Yet this doesn't necessarily mean giving money away, nor does it imply a direct action of charity, even though the tradition of tithing is material. In fact, the kind of tithing the lady asks of you isn't tangible or material at all. She's asking you to look at all human beings as important in the divine scheme of things and show others that you believe in them. Pay attention to how you treat people and be mindful of your perception, even of seemingly poor strangers. If you see others as successful and abundant and act as if you believe they have value, blessings all round are assured. Your belief in others has greater value than you could fathom. This alone guarantees your success long term. Remember that you can only keep what you're willing to give. That's really cool. So I think that you're being asked to see the value in others, but I also think you're being asked here to see the value in yourself. So maybe you've been through a period of time where you haven't really had value for yourself. Maybe you've put your own value below others. And I think now you're rethinking that here. This is absolutely beautiful. The Wheel of Fortune and the Sun card. I think that you're going forward with this victory card into a whole new life here. Have a great week. Have a great week.